live. Let's go. Welcome. Welcome to day 2 of live trading, right? So this is where we're at. So we got our top step accounts right here. We got 250 in drawdown on this account. And our other one is eval. This one, we got around 380 left in drawdown. Give you guys a little bias too for today. So going into the morning, my main draw on liquidity, not if we decide to load. Our main draw on liquidity for me is these London session highs, which is also an unfilled 4-hour gap. I'm anticipating in the morning first at 9:30, we're going to drop down, sweep this low that we put in, and then we'll look to take longs to London high. If we can catch a short lower first, cool. But my main target is those London highs. For me, that's just going to be a very obvious draw in the morning. Yeah, so we'll see what happens when market opens up. I'm looking to see lower first. We're right now trading in a 30-minute imbalance, bearish. So I would want to see that hold, especially since we inverse this 30-minute bullish imbalance. So we'll see if this holds, and then we can, look for potential shorts first, and then longs. Mainly the longs are what I have in mind. Okay, so see the 30 minutes still holding, right? Yeah. So we'll see what happens here, but I'm pretty confident in my thesis. Yeah, so we don't got a lot to spare, so I'm probably gonna take my first trade with 3, maybe 4 micros, and then after that, kind of, we'll see where we're at, honestly. Yeah, so I set my loss limit today for 250, so I am accepting the risk of potentially losing this account today if I lose 250, but we'll see. Market looks pretty clean, or in terms of like what I think we're gonna do, and the bias to me is pretty clear, which that's good. That's all things that I want. Let me see if I can get this stop. Now we have SMT with ES with those highs. That's great. I'm debating just jumping in this because I feel really good about it. Just take it. We'll see what happens. Go off here just to be safe. Pretty good. First take profit coming. And TP1 hit. That's awesome. TP2 is also coming. I would anticipate us just to flush here to 85. Boom, there we go. Just like that. That was pretty easy. Um, yeah, really obvious. Great trade. Um, so yeah, I could have held a runner all the way down here, but I just want to trade what I'm confident in. Uh, yeah, it's a good way to start the morning, I guess. Low size, made back some of the L from yesterday. Just make sure it copied over. It did. That's great. Okay, cool. Um, yeah, again, right? Super obvious that was going to happen, right? SMT at this high, get the inversion gap here. This fair value gap over here is the institutional order flow entry drill, and literally tap it and immediately reject. And now we're going to draw toward that low, as I said earlier. And then from there, longs are going to happen toward London highs, and that's going to be the bigger time frame play. Um, yeah, I don't normally want to trade super early in the morning, but to me, this was just it was too obvious. It was very obvious what we were gonna do. Um, and yeah, I'll take it. It's a good win. But now, you know, NQ looks like it's a lot closer to taking the London lows. So maybe NQ takes it, ES doesn't, we form SMT there, and then we can look for a market maker buy model to London high. See that, right? I mean, pretty feeling pretty good on that play. What did we secure on that? 282. Pretty good. Right? And then I want to just see what the risk to reward was on this. Like I definitely reacted quick. So I entered on this close. Stop loss was here. So TP1 was like a 1-to-1, TP2 a 1 to 1.2. And literally no drawdown on that play pretty much at all, which is great. Um yeah. Yeah, I still believe that I wanna seek lower, but this is a strong push. Oh, direction there. Like, part of me wants to just step away, take this profit, and just move on. Another part of me that wants to keep looking until the macro for another opportunity. It's weird because I'm in a scenario where I have around 500 in drawdown on this, and then this one is like 600. So it's a little weird. We'll see. Again, right? It has to be clear. Make this inversion gap here. I'm not gonna take this. I'm just not gonna do it. So we're clearly rejecting. The US really fast. I'd still want to see those lows get hit. Um, maybe we get one more manipulation above, but I would probably just we'll see. We shall see, right? At this point, I would probably see us sweeping this, forming SMT with ES, and then trying to maybe look short. I don't know. Okay, so we just took that high. ES did not take that high, at least not yet. So now we can maybe look to see rejection here, unless we keep moving up. All right, that's what I'm looking at. Making legs back to the upside. Wonder if YM maybe swept out the low. That would, make me be bullish to the highs now. Um, nah, ES or sorry, YM didn't take it either. Okay, that is fine though. So now we got a clear break here. Clear 3 minute change in the state as well. 746. Bullish breaker. 5 minute. Um, still waiting on the close on that. Right. This is the mitigation block, right? Low, high, higher, low, higher, high. So it's probably unlikely that we trade into that at this point. I would maybe see us trade into this inversion fair value gap on the left side of the curve. Um, I could see that maybe for potential longs, targeting those London highs. Um, right. Let's just say I were to set a limit there. I'd have stops here, targeting the London high. That's a good risk to reward. Um, probably take it with probably two micros. So I'm gonna jump in a second play. Um, So we just have that change in the state. Let's see if we can tag the inversion fair value gap on NQ. If we just run up, and that's cool too. Um, that looks like we might just be making a run for it now. In that case, oh, cancel, cancel. This might become turtle soup. Let's see. Long from here, bottom of this gap, 1 to 2. It's decent. So you guys swap this out. There's S&T there again. Don't really anticipate it holding, but still. Feature back into that IFTG that I was talking about before. Yeah. For me, right, we'll see what happens if we trade below this low. Don't think I'm gonna slap it from there unless we get into this gap, right? So I'll still keep my limit here at this IFTG. Stops here. I mean, if this is turtle soup, then I miss it, right? That's okay.
Someone does have the room reserved right now for 9:45.
Gotcha.
It's not regular voting president.
Okay. Tag here. Limit. Pivoting.
Good morning.
Good morning.
May I sit?
Thank you too. Okay. Pivoting. Are you done with that? No, I'm gonna still eat it. I just put it in there for now. Yeah. Okay, so it did end up being a turtle suit. You know, we saw that coming. By 4 years. Right at that 30-second change in the state. Yeah, but we didn't sweep that. Yeah. Sweep this side, right? If you just come up and sweep that, you'll just close that. Yeah, forget it. Cancel that limit. Limit height is going to get met here. So yeah, this ended up being turtle soup, which is okay. Sometimes you're going to miss the swing. I'll try to put it through. I should be getting that here at the top of this macro. And did you see ball last night? There it is. There's one good highs. Did I? Kind of. My clothes that my mom sent me still are here. So we just tapped that one. So I was like stressing. 4 hour gap. Right? It was anything that's made the drops today. I was like, look at this leg down from. So it's like kind of stressing in the morning, or from Asia. Sorry. In an ideal world, I would have slept more, but I really just go to sleep when I'm on the plane. They're out for delivery. It's just like they should get here. They just didn't have a tracking number, so here it comes. It's like out for delivery. This was the play, the turtle soup. I did recognize it. I was just a little hesitant, right? Especially after yesterday, taking entry so high up. That was it beyond it. Okay, worked out. That's okay though. It's a nice what? 6 years points. So bad. All right. Let's do just like catch up. Can't expect to catch every swing, but so far, reading the markets very clearly this morning. That's great. Good thing. All right, let's do 10:30 then. See what we can get out of this. You know, we just dumped really all of Asia and London, so I wouldn't be shocked if we want to, really dig up into this. And yeah, let me just take a look at what gold is up to. So gold is really starting to taper off. She's good. I guess it doesn't really matter. It's not really good or bad. But yeah. Where am I gonna draw the discount from? We'll do it from Asia's open to the low. We can hit equilibrium of the range. So, I mean, honestly, from here, like I'm probably anticipating that we build a lot more structure before actually getting that sell off. This low will come back here. We're gonna come back here for sure. We'll see. What? Matter of fact, oh, good. Got what I needed for today. So let's just do this right now. I already made back pretty much most of yesterday's loss. I'll take it. All right, so let's set the lockout. Boom, locked out. That's it. Just end today with a win. Okay. No reason for me to do more than that. I'll break down the trade. Yes. A quick kind of what my thought process was in the moment, although you guys heard me explain it. But just to give you guys more of a breakdown. So we'll chart it on this just because for me, I mean, we got the second chart on here, so that's a little easier because that's kind of where I base the entry off of. So we'll start on the 30-minute. This is the first thing I recognize, right? So we have this 30-minute bullish balance right here at London. You guys have validated, right? So we run through it right here, inversing it. So to me, that's going to tell me that we want to see low. Then we have this 30-minute bearish imbalance that gets created in the morning and on AQ. And this candle, which is the 9 to 9:30 candle, respects the gap. So once I see that we close inside the gap and we don't displace above it, that makes me think that we're still going to be bearish, at least for a little bit, right? So zooming in now, 1 minute, right? What do I recognize? So this is the 30-minute for value gap, right? We have these relatively equal lows left here. Clean draw on liquidity for me personally. And then these lows could have also been a target. I did not target them. And yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, right? So now you see this wick up right here at 9:31. We form a bearish SMT with ES, right? So cracking correlation between two correlated assets. And this is in a bigger time frame imbalance. So this is an internal market maker sell model, right? So I see this, right? And I'll show you ES too, just so you can see the SMT. Boom. 919, 931 candle. Boom. Lower high. I think he makes a higher high, right? Cool. Right. So once I see this, I zoom in. So now I zoom into the 15 second. This is where I get my entry. So first thing I recognize, boom. Looking what PD rays are going to be respected, right? So we have this bullish PD array right here that we end up trading through. Boom. So we have an inversion gap, right? Zooming out in the 30-second, there's no imbalances here, right? So that's the only imbalance. So once we invalidate that, I have my limit set at this 15-second bearish for value gap. This is, for me, I'm anticipating that to be institutional order flow entry drill. So when that happens, essentially what that means is we're going to trade into that gap quickly and reject off it, right? And I'm here and I'm targeting these, right? So this is my final TP. And then just to be safe, I take a little bit off here just to secure some profits, right? So 1 to 3.2, and then final TP is a 1 to 2.3. very well could have went break even here, and then went all out at this low. I decided to just take some profits, especially where I'm at on my accounts. It's better to take some profits, and this was my trade for today. So when you overlap biases like you do, like I did on this trade, it's pretty obvious. It becomes clear, right? It's a 30-minute gap, 1 minute manipulation leg, 15-second entry, right? And then drawing liquidity becomes pretty clear to me, especially once this S&T gets put in. That's the signature price that I'm looking for to validate that this is gonna hold at least for a little bit. Obviously, as you can see, it ends up getting invalidated. And now what I'm anticipating, since we didn't end up taking this low and now we tapped the 4-hour gap, I'm anticipating that we're gonna build structure here for probably until the next macro. And for me, I already made some profits. I told my boy Frankie in the morning that if I were to take a win today, I would just step away. So I took my win, although small, still significant, right? Still something, and I'm happy with it. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and catch you guys in the next one. See you guys tomorrow. Right, we're slowly going to dig ourselves out of this. Just, not going to force anything. Lower my size a little bit, and yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed. See you later.